A CBS News data investigation has found an increase in election supervisors leaving their jobs. Our analysis has found that since the last presidential election, 36% of top election officials, like county election commissioners, are new to the job. Here in the tri-state, some election officials tell us they are expecting retirements after all the ballots are counted in November. Christine Sloan covers New Jersey, and she explains tonight.
It's a busy season for the Union County Board of Elections as they prepare the county for November's elections.
Hi, I'm Nicole Dorado.
Union County Board of Elections Administrator Nicole Dorado also serves as recording secretary of the New Jersey Association of Election Officials, and she's noticed a trend.
Our experience statewide is that we have also seen about 30% turnover in election officials.
Dorado says a lot of that turnover happened right after the 2020 presidential election.
There were a lot of mandates that were executive order and then later codified into statute that put additional responsibilities on our plates.
Those mandates were a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, a combination of an increase in voting by mail and extending the time you're allowed to vote. While this may be beneficial to voters, it creates a lot more work for a limited staff. Dorado says for some people, it might just have become too much.
The landscape has changed so dramatically.
That changing landscape is also having an effect across the New York state line in Rockland County.
Yes, we actually do have an open spot right now, and we do predict that people, after a presidential election and after how busy it is and intense it ends up getting, that people do consider retiring.
Republican Elections Commissioner Patricia Giblin says overseeing an election has gotten more difficult over the years due to changes in election laws.
There have been almost 200 different election laws that have changed since 2019. So every time something changed, we have to change our process here.
Giblin also points to the 2020 election as a turning point when she noticed mistrust grew.
I saw that in 2020. When people were afraid to vote absentee or they were afraid to put it in the mailbox.
And now there's another worry added to the list.
One thing we are very much concerned with is mis and disinformation and how outside influences can influence an election.
Eddie Perez researches elections technology and administration. He's worried about the turnover rate combined with mistrust.
The departure of experienced officials creates vulnerability for how the public is going to perceive elections at exactly the same time that the information environment has just been absolutely poisoned.
Perez says experience matters when battling those perceptions.
It's only those real old guard experts that have had to be through the trenches, and you have to deal with the unanticipated. That's also how they learn.
Which is why Bergen County's election commissioners say they work so well together. 3 of the 6 commissioners were appointed within the last 3 years, and they're learning from those who have been around for a while. The board is split with 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats. Although they're from different political parties, there's one aim.
We don't have that turnover here at all, and again, primarily because it's not an adversarial situation. We all believe that our job is to make sure everybody who's eligible to vote, that their vote gets counted.
No, there's a good relationship here. I mean, I can call Denise up or any of the other commissioners up at any time, or they can call me.
Despite turnover in some counties, New Jersey elections commissioners say they're ready for November.
Our feeling here is if we made it through 2020, we will make it through anything.
Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York.